Hi guys, welcome back to Vlogmas Day 4. So it is Tuesday, our tree is up, it is not decorated. I was really hoping to get to do that with you guys because I have a lot of Disney ornaments, like not like a huge amount, like I couldn't decorate a whole tree with Disney ornaments, I don't think. Maybe? I don't know. But ever since I was little, ornaments has always been kind of like my mom's and my thing. Every year I get an ornament from like somewhere we go, and I usually also get a Disney ornament as well. I think I have one to represent every park other than Shanghai, just because I have never been to Shanghai. So excited to kind of show you that little element as well. So yes, originally I was gonna just kind of decorate the tree with you guys and then give you like an overview tree tour. But I don't think that is going to happen. So we put up just the tree itself early because this is the first year that Meeple is ever seeing a tree. Bookie has seen a tree once before and we did decorate it and it was fine. Meeple is, so Bookie is a girl, Meeple is a boy. Meeple is like maybe 18 pounds even though he's a baby. He is just like huge and he's quite destructive. So our tree is just like a really cheap one that we picked up at like Michael's, and it's not like that sturdy or anything. So we wanted to put it up, see how he would react with just the tree before we put any sort of like decorations or things that he can rip off and break. Because the last time we had a tree up, Bookie did break one of my glass ornaments, which was super sad. So yeah, we've put up the tree. Meeple could care less. Like, he doesn't really go around the tree at all. At night, it's actually super adorable because I've got like these little cat couch type things that are made out of cardboard. I keep them just right here on the floor. Sorry, I'm like sitting on the floor. But they are like usually kept in this corner, so I just kind of moved them a little further out so that the tree could be here. And when we turn on the lights at night, Meeple will actually come and sit in his little cat couch, and it just looks like he's watching the Christmas lights at night, and it's just like super adorable. Bookie, on the other hand, yeah, so I'm basically going to insert some footage right here of her throughout the past week. Bookie. Bookie, where are you going? And here we thought Meeple would be the problem knocking this over.
Whoa, vicious.
She's like, this is my tree.
She is really defensive of that tree.
It is her tree. So she climbs this tree daily and plays with it, and she's pulled off like a lot of the lights that are on the lower branches down here already, so they're all kind of messed up anyways. I'm really scared to put ornaments on it because I don't want her to break another one like she did last time. I honestly thought that was just because when we got her and we had the tree up before, she was a super little kitten, again, destructive, which is why we thought Meeple would be the same. Yeah, she hasn't changed at all. She is acting crazy around the tree. Maybe Meeple knows he's like too fat for the Christmas tree. Like if he were to even attempt to climb it like she does, it would just like topple over and break. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Here she comes. So I don't think we're gonna have a decorated tree this year, but I do have some of my favorite Disney ornaments over here next to me. So I will still just kind of hold those up, talk about them, show them to you. Hi. She might join me. Yes, your tail. You're the reason we can't make this video. Maybe I'll try putting some like tinsel around there, but I have a feeling she's literally just going to drag it off. Or that might actually be what'll trigger Meeple to care about the tree, because his favorite like little toys are like these little circular kind of cat tinsel balls. So it might be a little too similar for him to resist. Here is Destructo Cat. Yeah, she doesn't like being held. I think I will do a video one of these days just kind of about my cats, because they are always kind of popping up in my videos, so you can just kind of hear their, I guess, backstories and see a little bit more about them. They were both rescues that we like rescued off the streets kind of thing. They're our babies and we love them. So let's get on to the ornaments. I will start, should I start oldest and go most recent? So looking through here for my oldest set, I think I forgot to bring up one of the boxes from storage because I am not seeing it in here. So we're just gonna work with what we have, but a few ornaments are missing, probably down in our storage unit. So I think one of my oldest ones is this little plush jock ornament. I'm pretty sure Buki would love this, especially with like this little ribbon tail. This, I believe, may have actually been my brother's when he was a kid, which would have been in like the 70s, since he is quite a bit older than me. But I got to keep it when we sorted through all of the ornaments that we would kind of take when we were moving out into our own places and such. So I've got this little Jacques. My next oldest would then be these 4 like plastic toy Mickeys. So this one is probably the most random. It is Mickey and he is just skiing, kind of dressed as Santa, obviously, but I don't think that is how Santa gets around. So not entirely sure the story on this, and I have no idea what these are from. They don't say like Hallmark or anything, but they might be from like Hallmark, early 90s. Not sure. Do any of you guys have these? Do you know where they are from? And then I have this one where he is most definitely Santa with his little bag of toys and he is holding up a present. And then these two were kind of a set. We've got Mickey as a nutcracker and then Minnie is a little ballerina, so she is like the sugar plum fairy. This was like my favorite thing ever when I was like 5 or 6. Like I would just take this off the tree and play with it. I loved it so much. But again, not at all sure where these are from. There is no sort of marking that says Hallmark or anything, but pretty sure that these were Hallmark ornaments way long time ago. Next up, we have Cinderella, and this one is from Walt Disney World. So this is one of the parks that I am able to represent, are the Florida parks, and I'm sure you can hear it, but her skirt is this like Christmas bell. I'm not really like a big Cinderella fan, but I just thought that this was really pretty probably and wanted to keep it. She does look really sweet and pretty. Like I love the glitter. And then I just love the skirt detail. I probably honestly just really like this because it was like blue and wintry, because otherwise I'm guessing like Belle would have been yellow, Ariel green, stuff like that. And to me, this just looked like she had snowflakes on her dress and looked really pretty. Up next, we have this Ariel with her Dinglehopper. This is an actual Hallmark ornament for sure. It says Hallmark on her booty. Tail's kind of translucent and pretty. So I think those are going to be most of the ornaments from like when I was a kid. Now I've got a couple from like when I was a teenager. So when I was in high school, had this thing for cupcakes. It was part of my nickname. So my mom had picked up this Minnie Mouse cupcake ornament. And then the following year, I was given the Mickey counterpart. Gonna just wrap these back up as I go in case a cat comes over here. So then also from that time period, I have this Minnie Mouse kind of autograph ornament, and this thing is huge. So I always want to put it towards the bottom of the tree just because of its weight, but this one is definitely fragile, so I wouldn't want to put it there with Buki because it would not make it through the season. But here it's just Minnie Mouse, got her little autograph there, her signature bow, and it's just really cute. So Johnny and I started dating in 2010 and it was in the fall. So one of our first Christmases together, my mom also decided to get Johnny an ornament, and she knew that he loved little green aliens. My mom was a school teacher before she retired, and one of her students was going to Disney World. So she actually contacted like their family and like knew that this ornament was out there, but it was in the parks only. She couldn't get it on Shop Disney or anything. And so she asked if her student would pick this up and bring it back for her. And they nicely did, and I think this is honestly just like one of my favorite ornaments anyways. He is holding up the sorcerer hat, which doesn't even exist anymore, unfortunately, and it is just so stinking cute. Look at him. I love this one. So Johnny was super surprised, and I would say pretty happy to have this ornament. So now we're in the era of me living in Hong Kong. Obviously, I've talked about this before. We were pass holders, so I've got like 2 different ornament sets and then just like another standalone ornament. So I will start with the one not from a set first. And it is just this giant glittery Mickey head, and then it just has the Hong Kong Disneyland logo. I remember at the time I wanted something distinctly that said Hong Kong on it because I wasn't sure if you could get basically all of the same ornaments at like most Disney parks. Turns out you can, because the one set at least, I have seen since in the US Disney parks. But I just really wanted something that said Hong Kong on it to remember this time, and this was one of the few ornaments that did. They had these in all different colors, but I felt like the blue was just what stood out the most and would look really pretty on the tree. So this one is giant, once again, goes at the bottom, but breakable. And it just says Hong Kong Disneyland. All right, so the next 2 are from sets. The first set is of the Fab 4. So first we have Mickey with his little shorts. This one does say Hong Kong Disneyland, but it's on the back and super tiny, so not exactly what I was going for, but I still love this set either way. So here is Mickey Mouse. And of course we have Minnie Mouse. This one is like a smaller version of the one that I showed you before. Pretty similar, not a glittery bow I guess, but I still love her anyways. And if you haven't noticed by now, like 90% of these ornaments are glitter. I think the only ones that do not have any glitter on them are basically the ones that my parents started collecting for me when I was like really tiny, probably because they know that glitter is cancer and evil, but I don't care. I love it, especially in the holiday season. So then with that same set, we also have Donald. This one is honestly one of my favorites in the series. Like, not a huge Donald lover. Like, he's okay, he's cute at times, but I just think this ornament is so cute. You can see that he still has like the blue and the yellow stripe to be like his sailor costume. He's got his bow, and then of course his little hat with the ribbon. Look at that. This is definitely one of my favorites in this series. And then last, kind of like the Donald, we also have this Goofy. This one's really funny. Since Goofy wears a vest, they just left like these little like armholes on the side, so that's kind of hilarious. But it is his coloring, his vest, his hat. Very clever. All right, so the second set I got is really tiny. This is the set that I have since seen in other Disney parks, and it's just like this glittery Mickey series. So the first one that we have are Mickey's iconic shorts. I love this set because they actually capture the lights really well on the tree and they just like sparkle really nicely. The second one is his little shoe. Our third one is his glove. So yeah, I just think this set is really cute. They're also just really tiny and adorable. Look at that. And of course, the last one in the set is the most iconic. Oh no! Well, Mickey has been broken, so we'll have to toss this one. Look how sad. His ear got kind of shattered into pieces, and it's not just like one big piece, it's a bunch of tiny little pieces, so won't be able to fix him, unfortunately. Sorry, Mickey. I guess my set of 4 is now a set of 3. So that is it for that set. Let me carefully kind of wrap this up so I can throw him away. Just don't want to drop any of those little pieces and hurt the cats. Or my foot, or Johnny's foot, or anything. But yeah, cats are usually what I think of first, because they will try to eat it. Well, that's sad. I do wrap like all of my ornaments individually in like tissues or like packaging paper. And then they are kept in like these ornament like compartment things. So they are like nicely kept. That's unfortunate. I think that is it from my Hong Kong kind of phase then. Like 2 weeks or so after moving back from Hong Kong, my mom and I went on this like 2-month-long Europe trip. We went to like, I don't even remember anymore, like 11 or 12 different countries and like just all over the place. And that was when I got to visit Paris Disneyland. So of course my year's ornament from that year is from that park. And this is one of my favorite ornaments ever. I still keep it in its little Disneyland Paris bag. I even have like the receipt and stuff on it, which is kind of crazy. Let's see how much this was back in 2014. Oh, that's not really bad at all. It is $7.99. Oh, look at that. On the back, it talks about pin trading tradition. That is funny. Had no idea what that was back then, although I did pick up a pin from Paris as well. It's like I knew I would be a pin trader eventually. But yeah, so this ornament was €7.99. That's honestly not bad at all because look at it. It is a little Mickey Macaron and it is the cutest thing ever. It is pink, sparkly, glitter. It's got the filling. It has this really cute little ribbon on it. Yeah, like I still have the tag and everything. Like I just hang it like this because I wanted to remember this trip. But seriously, this is just one of my favorite ornaments ever. Like I should probably just hang this up year round, like on my bulletin board or something. Yeah, I love this one so much. So that was year 2014. My 2015 ornament was this BB-8. That was right when Star Wars, the new ones had come out, and I just fell in love with BB-8. I thought he was like the cutest character ever. This ornament like isn't fancy or anything like that. It's just, I'm pretty sure, I think it was from Target. I think Target still even sells these like 3 years later now, but yeah. I still love this little guy. All right, so 2015, next would be 2016, which is the year that Johnny and I got married. We got married in summer, but then this was part of our Christmas present from my parents later that year. So it is bride and groom, Mickey and Minnie, and then it says just married across this like ornament part. So needless to say, I was thrilled to get this, absolutely love it. And then on the back, I actually added our date myself. So it just says June 11th, 2016, and I just tried to make it silver and glittery and as close to the same font as the Just Married part. 2017 was the first year that Johnny got to go to Disneyland out in California with me. We went there right before Christmas. Did not go on like a Small World or anything. I didn't know that they did overlays like that, so that makes me really sad, and we will definitely have to go back and do that. But we picked up the Mickey Fun Wheel, which now no longer exists anyways. It's now the Pixar Pal Around, and I love this ornament as well. I have not put this on the tree because again, it is really big and it is glass. I do keep this year-round like on a board by like my work desk in the other room, and even that did not save it from Buki. She knocked it over and she did break it. I was able to fix it for the most part. You'll see that in a second. So that made me just really sad. So yeah, definitely don't know that I could ever put this one actually on a tree, but it is still one of my favorites as well. It's just so shiny. Like, I feel like it would catch the light so nicely. Like, look at that reflection. And then it's the same thing on this side, but I keep it the other side out just because when Buki knocked it over, this little top prong here fell off, so I had to glue it back on. Having cats, womp womp, that is life, but I still love them either way. So this was last year's ornament, and that brings us to this year, which I have picked up the ornament for Johnny. I have not picked up an ornament for myself yet, but I probably will. And don't worry, Johnny already knows about this. He's already seen it. So I just kind of gave it to him a couple of weeks ago as an early Christmas present, and again, super thrilled. It is the Wheezy and Alien in the teacup ride. The bottom spins and it is just adorable. We have this in a pin form as well. So I was just really excited to see that they made this as an ornament. This is a Disney Parks item. I saw it being sold on Shop Disney and then it sold out and they never brought it back, which made me kind of sad because I waited too long to purchase it. I had even told my mom about this ornament because she was gonna get it as his Christmas kind of gift ornament this year. She waited too long, so I asked her if she had picked one up, and no. So I had to resort to finding one on eBay. They were all pretty normal priced, like only a few dollars above retail. And then when the Shop Disney one sold out, I went to check eBay again to like purchase it, and they all like quadrupled in price, and people were asking like $50 for this, which is insane. And I just said no. Luckily, I was like doing a just like Google search or something for them, and someone was selling this one on Amazon. Again, only a few dollars above retail, so I like grabbed it and super excited, no regrets, because like it's so fun. I love it. Oh my gosh. Basically, anytime I see Alien on an ornament, I just need to grab it. Like I said when I was showing you guys my pin board, which if you didn't watch that video, I will leave that up here so you can go click on that and see my December pin board. Two of the pins that we had purchased in Hong Kong Disney are like ornament pins, so we had been using those as well as like our ornaments for that year. And of course the one had the alien on it. So gotta pick up some actual alien ornaments now. At least we've got two so far. And I just love this because I'm not a fan of like Alice and like the teacup ride and stuff, but I do drink a lot of tea, so it's just fun. That is our Disney ornament collection. Like I said, basically every year I get an ornament either for myself or from my parents, or sometimes both, and then Johnny's been given a couple now as well. I am gonna end this here, put away all of these ornaments so that the cats don't get into them and break them further like the other little Mickey. So sad, rip Mickey. But Sorry I couldn't actually decorate the tree with you. I am still gonna decorate other parts of the apartment. We've got all of our other Christmas decor and my Disney Village to put up. I'm not sure again that I will leave the Disney Village up because cats are destructive, but I will at least like set it all up so that you guys can see it and enjoy it tomorrow while I put up all of our other Christmas decor. So definitely check back for that on day 5. Let me know if we are ornament twins or which ornament is your favorite. Do you collect Disney ornaments as well? I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas. Thanks for watching.